evening, everybody. Dr. Glow, Black Girl Everything. Hi, I'm in a really silly mood today. I really woke up with all this love in my heart. So I'm just like been having a great day. It's been so productive. But I'm very excited because I have the beautiful Tereen here with me today. Hello, darling.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me on here.
I'm excited to have you because you're a very special person. She's one of my momentum best friends, guys. I'm keep mentioning them because I'm like interviewing all of them because they're actually cool people. So tell everybody, what's the name of your business?
Hello, everyone. The name of my business is Regal and Regalia. We are a body butter, like shea butter, hair and body business. And we're just kind of just starting out, getting things together, but really excited to bring you guys some quality product.
Very excited. So where did you get the name from?
Okay, so it took some time coming up with something. The product was pretty much done and just, I had no idea what to call it. I was thinking about just how, we greet each other and how we talk to each other. And, I kind of just wanted something that sounded, I guess like super positive, but not like frou-frou positive, something that just meant a little bit of something. So,
got you.
I started off with Regal and then I was like, well, I feel like I need a little bit more. And then Regalia just kind of came up, but I looked up the word and it was just like, things pertaining to royalty. And, the way that we take care of our bodies and, our bodies are a temple, but the more positive and, good things we put into our body, the more we get out. So, what are those things that you would be putting on your body to make sure that you are, operating to your fullest potential? And it would be that Regalia. And that's I just put the two together and I was like, we're just going to stick with this. Nothing else came up that sounded better, and it was available. The domain name was available, so I just jumped on it.
No, I love the name actually. When I first saw it and I was peeking at your Instagram, so I'm nosy when we was at the thing. I was like, oh, that's a really cool name, but what is that? I was very excited about it because it actually is a great name, and it has strong meaning, and the color scheme of that black and gold really represents expensive royalty. So I really like it.
Yes, that's what I love. And then, every time I package a box, when I think about that, like I just want to be able to present that experience. So every time you open it up, you should feel like you're opening up Regalia, something that is royal and regal and all that stuff. So
no, that's very, very fancy. Very, very
fancy. We like fancy.
I love fancy. Fancy is definitely my thing.
Absolutely.
If it doesn't look fancy, I ain't about it.
I'm with that. Absolutely.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's a whole experience,
Everything has to be experienced. People don't understand that. In sales, people's like, oh, I'm going to sell my product. No, you have to sell an experience.
Right. You want to be able to open that up. Unboxing is very important. Sometimes, listen, if you master that, your product might not be 100%, but if you master the unboxing, you've definitely gotten a leg up. So I'm trying to give you both. I'm trying to give you, high quality, both the product and the experience. So
perfect.
I'm all about it.
So what product did you start with? Or did you just like launch a whole line and say, screw it, I'm doing it all?
Well, I was kind of working on it all simultaneously. Like it was like 1 week it was this. And then I was like, I kind of want to do this. And a lot of the things I did on my own, because like for me, natural hair, like, and, I have that hair oil that, just the way that life would be. Just give me 1 second. Of course that would happen.
No, it's okay. Trust me, that moment right there is going to go into my top 10 in my 100 video. I got a top 10 moments. That is definitely one of my top 10 moments now. It is it. You made it. You're going to be on like the 100th anniversary
Awesome.
show.
Awesome. Well, hey, wouldn't mind being top 10.
Listen, you're going to be there with a few. Okay, trust me.
That was great.
Some things have happened. Go ahead.
Anyway, so the one thing that I like, the way that I started the whole thing was really just, I was getting kind of tired of purchasing lotions for my body that didn't last. I didn't know what was in them and they didn't last. I was using the Body Shop because, those products were mostly natural, but, I just wanted to be able to make sure my skin was good. And if I put that lotion on and then 5 minutes later I'm dry again, what was the whole point? What am I paying for? So as far as like full production, it was really the shea butter that came up first. But I had been making hair oil like all along because I deep conditioned my hair, and I've always made my own oils to deep condition. So then I started thinking, when I was talking to my mom and how my mom was taking care of her hair, and I was like, you got to make sure that you're moisturizing it, and then gave her some of that, and that helped change her hair, making it much healthier, much more moisturized. So it's just kind of like, it all was just things that I was already doing. And I was like, there's got to be other people that are feeling what I'm feeling.
Definitely. I'm checking your curls right now because your hair is kind of laid over there, girls, looking good and thick.
Appreciate you. I was actually a little shocked at how thick it came back in. But I was using the oils the whole time, making sure that I was deep conditioning and all that stuff while it was growing out. Cause I actually cut my hair as short as yours about a year ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was like December 12th. I think it was when I cut my hair off right before deployment.
Yeah. Cause it looks good though. It definitely looks good.
Thank you very much.
I'm sitting here like, yes. Them curls is popping.
Trying, right, so you gotta moisturize them for them to pop.
People don't understand that. They be saying like, look, I'm real stiff. I'm like,
yeah, and dry and brittle. It's like, that's not gonna cooperate unless you cooperate. Like,
you gotta take care of the hair, definitely. So you have body butters, you have hair oils. Am I missing anything? What else?
So as far as the staple products, I have 6 scents. And I've got 2 that come up for the holidays, but I usually only bring them, well, as of right now, I'm bringing them up for the pop-up shops that I'm doing. And I have, so it's the hair oil, and I have a beard oil.
Ooh, beard oil. It was so interesting. When I was in Atlanta, I told this guy to go, one of my vendors, person I use my face stuff for, she has a really good beard oil. So I told him, I said, you can go over there and check out us. He's like, something wrong with my beard? I'm like, no, just go check out the stuff, dude.
Just see.
He took it so personal. But honestly, his beard could have used the oil. But I was going to tell him that in person.
Yeah, no, that kind of came up because, I just feel as though you don't really think about your face underneath the beard. They kind of think about,
your skin there.
It's like there's skin there. And not only, what you're eating helps with, hair growth, but also how you're conditioning your face and how much of their product, if they're using any product, is actually getting to the skin underneath. So I took a good amount of time putting together a formula that wasn't too heavy. So that way it didn't just like make the beard greasy, but also was like fast absorbing, like a drier oil. So that way it would get to the face and then stay where it was supposed to stay. So there's a lot of conditioning oils in that. And again, all natural products, like, who I source my products from. It goes from the tribes that create it to her warehouse to me. And that was really important because I wanted to make sure that there weren't too many middlemen and, the whole lot of processing. I knew exactly where my product was coming from, and I could always source it. I could always find out where it's coming from. So I can, ensure the quality of what I'm, putting together. So I wanted to be able to bring that to guys in a really easy, low maintenance kind of package.
Okay, pretty dope. So talk to me a little about your scents. I'm a very smeller person. I walk with people, smell them. I do. I'm very sensory. Right. I like to touch and hug. And so I smell you. Hands down.
So now I have to say, this is probably my my biggest issue is I'm not great at describing scents, but I'm going to do my best for you and everyone that might be watching. So we have a sample pack, as you can see.
Sample pack. I see.
All right. So I have 3 fresh scents, and they're more along the lines of like a light, airy kind of scent with very light floral tones. I'm not a huge floral person. I don't like, because that can be really overwhelming, very overbearing. So these are a little lighter, with like the hint of floral, but more of a fresh scent. And that would be like my moon lily. We have one that's called Fresh Kitty. My sister named a few of these, and we have to keep them because they're hilarious. And Serenity. So those are my fresh scents. They are slightly different, but they're all like within that, kind of remind you of like, being outside in the beginning of the morning, like before, the sun really sets in. You've got that dew kind of like lingering in the air. It's got that kind of feel to it.
Okay.
I've got Almond Joy, which is just, it's our almond scent. And what we noticed is that if you either like almond or you don't, it's very almondy. And it's actually one of my favorites, but
Okay.
I love it, but it is very almond. And we've got Shea Mist. Now, Shea Mist has a light musk scent, so it's not super heavy. So it's a little bit of a cross between that that light, airy scent with just an undertone of musk.
Okay.
And the last one is Not Mango. And that kind of came up because it has a slightly sweet scent, but it's not mango.
I love
Literally
it.
how we came up with it, because we were thinking about something that was sweet, and it was like, it is kind of sweet, but it's not heavy. So there are other scents that I'd like to, explore for, the spring, but those scents would be more spring-like. So these 6 scents are our staples, because they will kind of work at any point in time when you wear them. It doesn't feel very distinctly spring or very distinctly fall. We do have, for the Christmas season, we have Spiced Rain.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that is, it has a really great, like slightly spicy cinnamon like scent to it. Not heavy, none of my scents are super heavy. Just, you like to wear your perfumes or whatever, or if you've already got a scent, these won't overpower them. Right, so you kind of throw that on your body first, smells really good, you kind of enjoy it, but the scent kind of dies down, and then you can wear whatever it is that you want to wear with them to kind of pair them together.
Very, very nice. They all sound quite sexy.
Yes, all of that.
I feel you. I love really cool scents, because I'm the type of person who puts on like multiple colognes to create my own scent. I don't like smelling like other people. So people go, "Ooh, do you smell like?" I know, I smell like anything. I know.
Right. So these are definitely, you can layer them, but like I said, I try not to make them too heavy. And then I'm open to feedback. I really love getting feedback from people that use the product. And if they're like, you know what, I really would like a heavier scent, I like to be able to provide that, if the masses are asking for it. But I kind of want to start with something that's relatively light, so you can see how you feel about it. And if you just, really, really love it, we can start looking into that going into the future.
Okay, perfect. So how long have you had this business?
So I started it about 2 years ago, like just creating the product and like kind of testing it out. But it became 100% official in August, like right when I got back from deployment. I spent like the last month of deployment, not just packing, but kind of setting myself up for the business, like getting my packaging and putting all that together. And then the official launch date for the public was on Labor Day of this year.
Oh, wow. So you're still a newbie.
Yeah.
This is still fresh. So how has sales been going for you thus far?
So far, it's slow, but I feel like that's pretty much, the par for the course. People don't know who I am yet. And, the purpose of, pop-up shops and, doing this internet advertising and, meeting with you is to just kind of get my name out there and kind of show people, why they should use this product. With every box that people order, I always throw in a sample of a different scent so they can try that out. And I love being able to give that, because if you don't know, you don't know. So I love throwing that in there, so that way, you can kind of expand, your scent base. But we're new. So I'm trying to get out there as much as possible, get people to know us, and go from there. Hopefully it'll pick up and blow up eventually.
It shall, right? Because we put things out in the universe where it's going to be big. It's going to bring you financial security and independence.
Yes, that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're looking forward to. Absolutely.
Exactly. That's what it is. Definitely. Because you got to put it out there. Like even when I started Black Girl Everything, I was like, oh, I'm just going to do an event. And that's what started off. I was going to do one event. And now it's this whole organization. And it's only 15 months old. Like so excited about it. Yeah, it's like really, really cool. And I get to meet so many really cool people. And I host a lot of different events and do a lot of really, really cool stuff. So, and I travel now too. We had our national tour. So we did 4 cities this fall. was very excited about it. Back in 2022, we're going to pick up some more cities that we're going to go on this tour with.
That's
So it's
amazing.
been
I mean, my
amazing.
thought process
Yeah, it's been cool.
originally was to be like, traveling to do those different events and things like that in different places.
Yeah,
You never know who you'll
yeah,
reach
get
and
out
meet.
there. I just want to get out there. Last time I was in Atlanta, I was standing on the corner because we had a great spot. And I was standing on the corner. People say, "You're going to stop?" I said, "No." I said, "Just follow me. Black or everything. You see this, guys? See this, guys?"
That's awesome. You gotta bring
Yeah,
them in. You gotta bring them in.
listen, they're going to recognize my logo. It's going to come across their screen one day.
Absolutely.
Oh, I saw her. Yep,
Yes.
that's how it's going.
And that's the thing too. Like I really wanted to create something that was like, as far as my logo, is something that
Yeah.
people would see like or recognize when they saw it places, So
Yeah.
I had to do with like the branding and coming up with something. And I'm so not creative in that way. So putting this together was definitely a feat and an ordeal.
Mhm.
But I'm really happy with our logo. And I think like just like you were saying, people will see your logo and know that it's you or remember that they saw it somewhere,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I like your logo. I think it's quite sexy.
Thank you.
I do. I
I'm
do think
like,
it's
listen,
quite
I'm
sexy.
here for all the feedback. I'm here for everything because I want to
Yeah,
know
I
what
do. And I
everybody's
think it's going to look
thinking.
really good on shelf space.
Yes.
It's going to stand out on shelf space because it's not bland. It pops. It gives something. Your logo
Yes.
is really, really nice. I definitely
Well,
like it.
thank you. Thank you for that.
Trust me.
I'm
And I
loving
see a lot of
that.
logos, so trust me. Trust me.
I do. Absolutely do.
Because some people saying they be their logos. I'm like,
Like,
okay.
okay.
When are you rebranding?
Right.
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 Yeah. No, definitely. So I want to talk a little bit more about you because I know you do other things, right? So you kept mentioning deployment and
Yes.
stuff like that. So you want to talk a little bit about that? You got to tell all your business, but you can tell a little.
Okay, I can tell a little bit of something. Well, I've been in the military for 20 years as of March.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was deployed, I hit that 20 mark. And I'm looking to end that within the next little over a year, so probably another 15 months. I'll probably finish off my military career. But I started off as an aircraft mechanic working on C-5s, which are the largest plane in the Air Force, and then ended as a vehicle mechanic working on like construction equipment and pickup trucks, like basic vehicles. Interesting,
That doesn't sound basic. First of all, you're in the Air Force?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were in the Air Force.
Yeah.
That's where all the really smart people go.
That's what they say.
Yo, it's hard to get in the Air Force.
That's what they say. I did.
Yeah, but I got in. So.
Well, I didn't realize any of that until after I'd gotten in, mainly because I took the ASVAB right out of high school. I didn't know that you could study for it. So my recruiter literally picked me up, took me there. I took the test and they were like, "You did good." And I was like, "Okay, I don't know what that means." And then they just, gave me a printout and I was like, "This looks cool." But it's been a process. It's been an interesting career, being the only woman in aircraft maintenance and dealing with all that comes along with that. And the only other 3 women that I ended up working with were also the only women in like the jet shop, and then one was in sheet metal. So
wow.
yeah, it was interesting. We had a lot of war stories to share. But
I'm so happy I asked this question because you're extra special because you're one of the only women of color who ever do it.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that's ever been in my shop, like ever.
Wow.
Yeah, they had one other woman, but she I think only stayed for maybe about a month because they did their best to push her out, and they tried with me. It wasn't gonna happen.
No.
Yeah.
That is so amazing. So 20 years. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Definitely. That's definitely cool. Definitely cool. So what else do you do? You do something else too. What else do you do?
I do.
Go ahead.
So what began my entrepreneurial career, even though I took the creative route, was personal training. So I've been a personal trainer for the last 9 years, but my master's degree is in athletic training. So I'm trained to work with athletes and, the general population. I love training. Training is actually one of my favorite things to do. I love being able to work with general population, people who have issues that they think could never be fixed. But I started Body Strike Fitness last year. I think it was June of 2020, and was doing virtual training, virtual coaching for a few people during the pandemic. But Body Strike Fitness is going to relaunch in January of 2021, going back to virtual coaching and training, as well as providing informational videos and answering frequently asked questions. Excuse me. Things that I used to get asked on a regular basis as a trainer, because, most people just don't know. And there's certain things that are very common that don't feel common when you're going through them. So I'd like to be able to address those things in a easy to read blog, like short blogs, because, we don't have time for all that. So like quick 2-paragraph blogs, just kind of introducing the issue and some exercises or particular protocol that'll help you get through that issue, and things that people can remember on a regular basis. So I'll have this all on my website, and then on my Instagram page, what I'd like to go forward with is posting those little videos once or twice a week, as well as the blog, so people can follow.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Trying to get it together.
Listen, you're not trying, you're doing it.
Yes, that's right. I am getting it together.
You're doing it. You're not trying. We don't try, we do. So this is definitely dope. So listen, so you're kind of cool though. It's right cool, because Black Girl Everything has everything to do with Black women, and the fact that we can do multiple things at one time and do them all successfully. Right? Yeah. And you are clearly an example of that. So on top of your military career, you have a profound personal trainer career, and now you have started a business. And it's all around, and it's dope. And you're in the Air Force, and you can fix like vehicles and like airplanes.
It's true. It's true.
That means, do you fly planes too?
No, that's always the question that I get. No, I'm not a pilot in any way, shape, or form. Definitely not for lack of trying. But it is a difficult position to get into. I'd applied a few different times, but I really enjoy the maintenance part. I like working with my hands. It was probably the most interesting thing I'd ever seen, mainly because, when you think about planes and all the weight that planes hold, how in the world do they get up in the air, and learning about those forces really helped me through the career, because I was maintaining these, very large, expensive, and extremely important aircraft, and allowing them to continue these incredible missions, carrying all of this cargo, all of these, parts and equipment to different areas around the world. So just knowing that I was a part of that, even, regardless of my, my issues or, hardships, being in the military, really kept me going through the career. That's
so cool. You're extra cool to me now. I thought you were cool before I even knew all that.
Well, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's so great. That's amazing. And then I was in the Air Force and I fixed planes. I saved lives. That's so dope. You did. That's so dope. So how can people find you, like all over the world, so they can like book your sessions when you start back in January and purchase your products, because it's the winter time and people's skin is dry.
It's true.
And
now
help those men out there with them crusty beards. So how are you going to help them out?
So you can find me on Instagram at Regal and Regalia, and the website is regalandregalia.com. You can reach that via desktop or on your phones, easy on your phones to make your purchases, and we accept all forms of payment. So it's easy peasy. We most of the time make everything to order, so that way we can maintain quality control. So any orders are 2 to 3 days to process, and then they go right out. And we're having a sale right now for any order, 20% off with code gratitude.
Gratitude?
Yes. Because it's Thanksgiving, and the Thanksgiving time's coming up. We're giving thanks. And I'm grateful to all of the new followers and people that are new to the brand. And as of January, the fitness website will be bodystrikefitness.com.
Body Strike. You come up with really cool names.
Thank you. Well, that has to do with my last name. So.
Oh,
yeah. So my last name being Ostriker. And then I became striker, going through, I was either striker or Oz going through basic training and throughout the military career. And then just Body Strike just kind of came up from there. And I was like, we're going to stick with this. We're going to stick with this. Plus the domain was available. So we bought it.
You and your domain.
That makes all the difference.
Knows
You can come up with
right?
a name if you want, but if it's not available, then it ain't for you. So it was available and I jumped on it. Yeah.
That's definitely true. I think that's the first thing I do though. When I want to name one of my businesses, I look it up first, try to Google it, see if it exists.
Right.
And if it exists, I'm a winner.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, this is the one. And then I definitely tried other names and it was taken, or something about it was similar, and this was available. So I got it.
All right, fancy pantsy. Definitely cool. So again, Tereen, thank you so much for this amazing conversation this evening.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Appreciate you showcasing.
Yeah, so cool.
Lovely.
So cool. So you are doing the 26th, right?
I will be doing the 26th. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will be there. So if anybody is out there, come check us out.
You know who else is coming on the 26th?
Who's coming?
Your sister.
Of course.
She's performing.
Which means she's also going to be at my table.
Basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically. Yes. So you're going to be at the Buy Black on Friday pop-up. It's going to be super, super dope.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be totally amazing. It's going to be totally amazing. It's actually a nighttime event. It's going to be really cool. It's tinted. It's mad sexy, super lights. Yes. My yard is dope. I have an amazing property. I definitely got blessed with this property is like so amazing.
That's so
exciting. We have our heat lamps outside, multiple fire pits, the all-inclusive, well, I gotta stop saying all-inclusive. I keep wanting to be yelled at. It's not all-inclusive. The happy hour.
Okay, there we got it. Got it.
Yes, with sips and snacks. I don't know. They say something. I don't know. Treats.
Yeah. Well, that sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. And plus,
it's gonna be a good time. Good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, great. So until I see you again next week.
Yes, next Friday.
I'm ready here.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
I shall. I'm gonna go back to my love music now.
Yes. I'll see you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.